Hello everyone, this is James. Welcome to my channel. We do some stock trading advice and analysis on different stocks. Today we're going to pick a best penny stock of the day. We're going to take a look at it together real quick. I'm going to show you how I analyze these things really quick. I don't like penny stocks too much, but there is some gold out there, so we're going to take a look. The first thing I noticed when I searched Google, well, before we get started, like and subscribe on this video. You're going to want my future videos because I cover all kinds of different stocks. I basically do your research for you so you don't have to. You can just chill out and listen. You get good brain food. You'll learn about different stocks, different numbers. Very fair person. I don't get biased too much. I do give you my opinion, but I also give you the other opinions as well. My first thing about penny stocks is kind of disturbing. I searched Google for best penny stocks, and here's what I get. Ad. This whole market is filled with pump and dump schemes, people promoting stocks, people issuing stocks for a penny and then spending millions of dollars on advertising to get you to buy some of that crap, so that you'll own some of their crappy stocks. These top stories, these are all going to be paid for also. Let's take a look at pennystocks.com. Best penny stocks to buy, to watch, with targets up to 400%. Wow, that sounds amazing. And then you got to read this long, boring article. I'm going to do it for you. All right, well, we did a little scrolling through their top picks of the day. These are the big stocks that you're going to make 400% on. I start chuckling right from the get-go. Most of them are medical stocks. Most of them are biosciences stock. There's so much research and development at this company that usually they're in the research stage. They haven't even created a product yet. They actually don't have a business plan. They don't know what they're going to be selling necessarily. And they just need more money. And so they start these publicly traded companies to suck in more money along with government grants and anything they can get from the public or raise. They churn through tons of money doing testing, and then they close the doors. But this is a popular penny stock thing going on. I'm not saying anything bad about Spruce Biosciences. In fact, I know very little about them. But we're going to learn really quick. This stock is, well, $2.20 a share, not bad. Over the last year, we sat at $2 a share, down to maybe $1. We had a big day, and now we're at $2.42. Now, we'll probably have $1.50 to $2.42 all in one day. Bam. So it had a pretty stable year, which is interesting. This is a 5-year chart. It only goes back to 2021, so it looks like they just got started with this operation a couple of years ago. They went from $15 a share to $30 a share. Tons of optimism, probably promises of something amazing, followed by down to $2. Now, why is this thing living at $2 instead of 5 cents? I guess we're going to have to find that out. Maybe they're actually selling something or bringing some cash in. I always like to look for cash on these things. Let me see here. And here it is in a nutshell, folks. This company loses about $10 million every month. September, October, June, March. They're just losing and losing. Oh, I'm sorry, this is per quarter. They're losing about $12 to $13 million a quarter. Their revenue, $0. What does that tell you? They don't have a product. Operating expenses, $11.56 million. That'd be probably for the year. Net income, $11.4 million. Oh, I'm sorry, negative 11.4. It's the same thing as their operating expenses. So they lost the same amount as their operating expense. Basically, they're just operating. They're collecting money from stockholders, and they're just playing with it. They have no net income, they have no profit margin, they have no EBITDA, TDA, they have no negative 48% earnings per share. I don't even know how they figured that out since they don't do a dollar of business. They don't have a cash flow. So what are these people up to? Why are people optimistic enough to buy this thing? Let's find out. All right, so here's what happened basically. This is why the stock went up a little bit. This is probably why they're holding it $2 a share. Spruce Biosciences and Kaken Pharmaceuticals entered into exclusive licensing agreement. Basically, they're getting $15 million a year in revenue from this Kaken company in Japan. They're selling some kind of medicine, Spruce's Tildares font for congenital adrenal hyperplasia in Japan. So they made a sale in Japan. Under the terms of the agreement, Spruce will receive an upfront payment of $15 million from Kaken and be eligible to receive additional payments upon the achievement of future development and commercial milestones, as well as tiered double-digit royalties on net sales in Japan. So let me take that back, what I just said. They don't have a product yet. If you read that last thing, they basically sold some of their technology to Japan, and they got the rights to future developments of that technology in Japan from this Kaken company. So they learned some cool stuff about science and fighting this disease. They sold that cool stuff to Japan. Kaken is going to work on it. They're going to try to build a product. It's probably not licensed here. There's some reason why the U.S. is not involved in this discussion and why they would go to Japan for it. Kaken will be responsible for the clinical development and commercialization of this product in Japan, and Spruce will retain all rights and all other geographies. So, looks like they made their first sale. Looks like they got their first $15 million. They're burning through about $200 million a year. And this is their balance sheet. It looks like they have approximately, as of September 2022, maybe $85 million cash, minus debt, maybe $75 million, right side up. So they have a little bit of our stock money yet, still. They haven't burned through all of it. They're on course to burning through all of it in 1 year. They just made their first $15 million sale. That should cover about an eighth of it, maybe, before they have to close next year. They need to make some more sales. They need to make them quick. Yeah, I guess these things can take off pretty big. If they succeed, they sell it to France, they sell it to the USA, they sell it to everyone in the world. They're going to do great. But apparently they didn't invent anything yet. They just gave it to this company in Japan so they could try to invent it. So I think they're declaring failure at this end. I'm not sure why they wouldn't make their own product. They didn't make a drug, or they'd be bottling and making pills. They'd be getting it approved by the FDA. Instead, they just sold some science. I don't know if Japan's going to come up with a product within a year and start stroking paychecks to Spruce. I guess that could happen. Could they get some other country to buy into this deal? Possibly. Could Japan just sell that technology to other countries now that they know all about it? Maybe. Maybe they just gave themselves competition. They sold the science, and it's just going to get resold. Who knows? I don't like it. I wouldn't touch this thing with a 10-foot pole. Let me know when you've actually done something. I'd rather invest in somebody selling pencils than somebody just collecting money from Wall Street so that they can pursue science. And I think it's fine that they do that. But yeah, this is a special, unless you're a doctor and really have your brain wrapped around this particular disease, understand what spruce is doing specifically, understand their success rates, unless you're an insider or some kind of genius in this particular ailment. I don't know. To me, I would not just, off somebody's advice, buy something for $2 a share. That's a lot of money. If this thing here were 10 cents, 30 cents, a quarter, 5 cents, yeah, I can see it there. But not at 220. That's crazy. The market cap of this Spruce Biosciences company, $87 million. Right around how much cash they have. That's about right. There's been absolutely no appreciation given to this stock. Their PE ratio is not applicable. According to the cash, their market cap and the value of the stock is actually equivalent to the value of the stock is equivalent to how much cash the company has in the bank. Very weird, considering they're churning through 10, $15 million every single quarter. That might be going up, who knows. I don't know, it just seems like this market cap's going to go down if it's going right with the stock price, and it looks like it is. So every time they burn through another 15%, I say this thing loses, I don't know, 6 to 8% of itself every quarter, and it just goes down, down, down. And there's probably 15 scientists in a lab getting paid really nice, driving Porsches. They got their $100 million. The Porsche payment's covered. The company Retreat House is covered. They're hiring people to promote the stock, so they'll buy more of it, so they can dump some of their shares into there. Nobody's covering the outstanding number of shares. It's not on Google Finance or Yahoo Finance. But just doing a little basic math, it's looking like 40 million shares have been issued. Whoo, that's a bunch. For a company that has no product and just wants to kind of research stuff with your money, you want to play with this one? I don't know. Not me. My review is a big fat thumbs down for Spruce Biosciences. I don't like it. Looks like a pump and dump to me. Let's take a look into that theory. Let's find some news. News. Oh, I don't have any news. The only news that they had is their good thing. Their big sale they made to Japan. Could have made that sale to themselves. Who knows? 2 strong buy penny stocks with multi-baggers. 3 stocks we're doubling down on. They're greatly listed in Spruce Biosciences now trades above Golden Cross time to buy. See, this is just like pump and dump nonsense. Spruce Biosciences provides clinical program updates and outlines the anticipated milestones for 2023. Whenever companies come out with one self-given report after another, it just makes me sick. It really does. The self-promotion, trying to get people to buy their stock. Shares skyrocket after licensing pack for the lead program. Yeah, big sale to Japan. Top trader predicts new Silicon Valley's here. No, that's not it. Ooh, JMP says forgotten Spruce Biosciences could draw attention in 2023. Oh, yeah. Third quarter 2022 results. 24th Annual Global Investment Conference. See, when a company participates in a global investment conference and they have to do a press release to tell you about it and they still haven't sold anything, that's upsetting. Here's another conference. Yeah, this is a very heavily news-laden, self-promoting, great PR department. Like the PR person probably is half the staff. That's what I'm guessing. I'd like to Google Maps these people and find out where their offices are, find out whether they're in a strip mall or whether they're in a tiny little studio or whether they have an actual lab. Interesting to learn more about this one. Lots of self-promotion, lots of paid promotion. These people are paying to get the hype, to get the sales. $2.20 a share, average volume 1.5 million shares every day. Only 414,000 on Friday. But still, that's a lot. And with 30 million shares, the company could hold most of them. No, but nobody loves a good pump and dump more than me. I like to get in early, though. This thing here is, I don't know. They're trying to pump it. It just won't pump. They can't get it up. They got it up a hair. I don't know if they can do that again. We'll see. Selling your science to somebody so they can use the science to maybe use the science. Spruce, you're not going to be here in a year. They just got your technology for free. They just need to do nothing for a year while you go out of business, and then they can pretty much just go do whatever with your technology. They don't have to pay you if you don't exist. And I don't think you're going to exist soon. So I'm going to put this one on a thumbs down. Spruce Biosciences. Stay away from these medical stocks. Do your homework. Thank you very much. Subscribe to this channel. Please like this video. I do these little videos every day, and I let people know about the stock market and various stocks and educate you and do a little bit of research so you don't have to. If you find something compelling and interesting and you need to go do some research on your own, hopefully I can be the one to introduce you to it. Just play my channel, and it'll just play one video after another, and you learn about a different stock every 5 or 10 minutes. And you can hear the details of how they're going, and you can see whether you agree with me and agree with the numbers. And that's how you find new gold. It's like mining for gold, except for I'm doing the mining for you. So definitely subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful afternoon. God bless.